Back-to-back FA Trophy game at Champion Hill. Good afternoon to everyone from Dulwich Hamlet TV this afternoon. We are bringing you live action of the FA Trophy third round clash between Dulwich Hamlet and Hornchurch this afternoon. Dulwich dispatching Hornchurch's league rivals Cheshunt midweek, looking to safely navigate this stage of the competition and reach the last 32 for the first time since the 2016-17 season. They have recent bad memories, though, of Hornchurch. It was this stage last season. Hornchurch knocked out the Hamlet with a solitary goal from Nathan Cooper, enough to beat the Hamlet up at the Hornchurch Stadium in West Essex. And he comes into the lineup today. He's been out on a dual registration deal at Hemel Hempstead Town in recent times, with the Isthmian League, of course, being hiatus. Not the only one in the squad to have gone out. Well, he comes back in today and looks to score against the Hamlet for the third consecutive game, having already netted against them for Hemel during his short time there this afternoon. Dulwich, though, coming buoyed by that win against Cheshunt midweek. Could have been a banana skin of a game. Today will be a very tricky opposition again. Haven't had a good record against Hornchurch since the club reformed about 15 years ago now, including last season's defeat. Warm welcome to everyone who's joining us on the YouTube stream today, and indeed the Mixlr radio feed as well. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you like the video, tell your friends to watch as well, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy, hopefully, a good afternoon's game. No replays today. It's straight to penalties at 90 minutes if the need arises. I'll run you through the two sides. Hornchurch won away at Tunbridge, an injury time winner from Joe Christou, enough to beat Dulwich's league rivals in midweek. They make one change. Clark goes out, and in comes that man Nathan Cooper. And say Chris Dixon, who's also been out on dual reg, at a National League South side in Dartford. He's back on the bench today, a man who played for the Hamlet 14 years ago now. So the lineup for Hornchurch is as follows. Just that one change then from midweek. Joe Wright is in goal wearing 1. Louis Ramsey wears 2. Mickey Parcell is 3. Nathan Cooper is 4. Former Dulwich man Ricky Hales captains the side. Man who lifted the Isthmian League playoff trophy in 2018 for the Hamlet. 6 is Joe Christou. 7 Ellis Brown. 8 Ollie Muldoon. 10 Liam Nash, another one-time Hamlet man. 16 Charlie Ruff, and 20 is goal scorer Sam Higgins. On the bench for Mark Stimpson's side is Charlie Stimpson wearing 12, 14 Lewis Spence, 15 Remy Sutton, 17 Chris Dixon, and 18 Zach Hassan. The Hamlet have made 4 changes as Gavin Rose rotates again. He made 4 changes for midweek, and he's done so again this afternoon as Vince, McGregor, Henry and Samet drop out. McGregor, Henry and Samet all on the bench. Vint went off a little bit of an injury on Tuesday night, so he's not in the squad today. In come and Barlow, Deborah, Higgs and Alassani. So Charlie Granger retains his spot, of course, wearing 1 in goal. Was thankfully not suffering from that side injury that he got at Oxford, which impacted him a little bit in midweek. 2 is Sanchez Ming, 3 Sandro and Barlow. 4 the captain Michael Timlin, 5 is Jesse Deborah, 6 Quaid Taylor, 7 Dion Moore, 8 Jordan Higgs, 9 Danny Mills, 10 Reece Alassani, and 11 is Aaron Barnes. On the bench for the Hamlet this afternoon, there's 7 subs with a couple of youth players included. 12 is Diogo Barbosa, 14 Ruben Samet, 15 Corey Henry, 16 Gio McGregor, 17 Leon Thomas, involved again as he was midweek. It wasn't Kaimani Thomas, we were told today, it was Leon Thomas who was on the bench midweek. 18 Miracle Achimpong, and 20 is Tyreek Hyde. A good experience for young Thomas and Achimpong to be in the matchday squad with the senior team. Gain some vital experience, I'm sure. The referee today is Callum Walchester. He is assisted by Jack Wilmore and Andy Lowe. Great that Dan Esther said on the radio chat his son Bodie, 7 months old, and is watching the stream today. Hornchurch take into the field in their all red strip. Dulwich Hamlet aim for a last 32 spot on the FA Trophy for the first time in 4 seasons this afternoon as they take on the side who beat them at this stage last season in Hornchurch. The Hamlet avoided an upset against a lower league side in Cheshunt on Tuesday as they dispatched them 3-1 here at Champion Hill. Again, Gavin Rose rotates as he did midweek by making 4 changes with Mbalo, Deborah Higgs and Alassani all in the starting lineup. Hornchurch knocked out Hamlet's league rivals Tunbridge Angels courtesy of an injury time winner from defender Joe Christou, and they recalled defender Liam Cooper from his dual registration at Hemel Hempstead to try and score a winner against the Hamlet for the 2nd consecutive season in this competition. Dulwich will be in their pink and blue home strip today. Charlie Granger in all yellow. And the away side in all red. Slightly different shades of red hoops on their away on their strip. And Joe Wright is in all blue in goal. All light blue. I mentioned Dulwich's poor record against Hornchurch since they folded the original Hornchurch side mid 2000s and reformed. Since 2005, Dulwich played them 7 times, lost 4 times against them. 1 win here in the league in the 2014-15 season, and an away win in the Isthmian League Cup. The year they reached the last time they reached the last stage to win the trophy, that was in 2016-17. They were 2-0 down that game, Dulwich. Recent form suggests that Hornchurch are the favourites in this one, if you go by the historical results. It's going to be the visitors to kick us off. Pleasantries exchanged. First goal could be so crucial in this one. If Hornchurch were to get it, they're a hard team to break down. Mark Simpson's side usually are. Dulwich need to get that first goal and put them in the ascendancy in this one, you feel. Make Hornchurch come at them, which will suit their game plan, of course. Sam Higgins will get the ball rolling. Call him a very experienced striker now, Sam Higgins. Man who scored hundreds of goals, literally, for East Thurrock. Played against Dulwich last season with Chelmsford City. Dropped down the division again. There'll be a handful up top today. Quay Taylor having to deflect the ball away for a throw-in. Score of the 2nd goal midweek. Diagonal ball from Ollie Muldoon, former Chelmsford man. And across on the far side there was Louis Ramsey. It's out for a goal kick for the Hamlet. So you may notice a slightly different vantage point today where we're filming from. Very empty ground once again. A few Dulwich and Hornchurch officials and a few stewards and volunteers, and that's about it. A couple of photographers around the ground. It was a sorry sight, really. Granger restarting. Another decent evening's work from him midweek. Deal Moore flicks on towards Alassani. It's over him, over Ricky Hales. Mills trying to flick it away from Ramsey. Remember Hales playing against Dulwich a couple of years ago for East Thurrock United. He was sent off in the first couple of minutes in that one. In a really drab 0-0 draw away from home. Dulwich played up in Essex. Cross from Liam Nash on the left. Jordan Higgs controls. And then is fouled by Ollie Muldoon. And Dulwich have a free kick just outside their penalty area. I've got to say, it's nice to see Mark Dacey back at Champion Hill as well. He's back doing some coaching here. First time we've seen him since leaving in the summer. He's had a good start season with Whiteleaf. There's no football down there at the moment. Charlie Ruff. Got 2 in the box. They can work this cross. Higgins sends it on. It's wide of the side netting. Higgins scored a goal similar to that last season on this ground, actually, for Chelmsford. A cross from that side was sent in, and he got in front of his marker that day. This time he's sent it wide of the near post. Granger had a busier first half than his opposite number, Shane Gore, midweek. hoping for a quieter game today, that's for sure. There's more tries to get involved again. Mickey Parcell, former Enfield man, always a decent performer down at Enfield whenever I saw him play over the years that Dulwich and Enfield were league rivals. Higgins has robbed Taylor possession, sends it across, and Barlow has to send it out the area. Timlin chests it down, and Barnes gets it clear. Dulwich operating with Ming right wing back and Barnes left wing back today. Taylor in the right of a back three, Deborah in the middle, and then Barlow to the left. Moore goes down holding his back. No foul by Parcell. Then Mills slides in. Parcell rode a couple of challenges and here's a free kick anyway. Mickey Parcell will take this free just inside the Dulwich half. Draw this towards the far side of the box. It's flicked on. Lack of communication there between Barlow and Granger. I think Granger wanted to come for the ball. It's flicked on by Ellis Brown. Brown's got a good record in cup competition this season. 5 of his 6 goals have come in either the FA Cup or the FA Trophy. Only one at Bowes and Pitsea. In this competition. There go the visitors again. The Urchins trying to send it across towards Liam Nash. Not a great clearance. Shot from distance. It's saved by Granger. And Ming will get to the rebound. It's a parry from Granger, which could have gone to a Hornchurch man. The shot came in from Ollie Muldoon. Granger warms his gloves for the first time this afternoon. He's been Dulwich's probably their best player over the last few weeks. Even though Dulwich have had some good form and wins under their belt, he's been in fine form, Charlie Granger. Mills with another foul. This time it's on Nathan Cooper. He'll go forward for this free kick, will Cooper. Already scored against Dulwich this season with Hemel. Scored the winner in this round last season at the Hornchurch Stadium against the Hamlet. It'll be a handful from set pieces. Nash and Ruff stand over this. Ruff will leave it. It's left foot of Nash. A few games for the Dulwich just after they got promoted in 2018. Shot from Cooper deflects and onto the roof of the net. Granger seemed pretty confident with that one. Corner then for the visitors. It's been all that end of the field so far. Strong start from Hornchurch. Really taking the game to Dulwich in the opening exchanges here. Keep the men forward as well. Ruff will deliver this one with his right foot. Timlin jogging at the front post, ready to make a clearance if needed, and it will be him to volley clear. He's going to chase down his own clearance as well. Good touch from Michael Timlin. Alassani. Timlin trying to ship it over the top. Parcell got in the way, and then Timlin gives it away to Liam Nash. Can send it across perhaps, gets away from Timlin. His cross is charged down by Ming. They'll go again from the corner. Timlin did the hard work, couldn't get his clearance away from harm though. Nash played a handful of games for Dulwich, as I say, in the 2018-19 season. Didn't really see the best of him. On loan from Gillingham at the time. Ruff, another corner. It's another one that Timlin will deal with. Better header this time, better clearance from Timlin. Back with Parcell now. Fed by Brown. He in turn will use Joe Wright. Another one who's been in the Isthmian League for a number of years now. Ming headers up in the air. That's to clear over his shoulder. Ball staying this end of the field. Hornchurch will be mightily pleased with the start they've made. A warm welcome to everyone who's joined us today on either radio or the YouTube stream. 7 minutes gone. Hornchurch on top here. 0-0 the score, but Charlie Granger's made an early save to keep out Ollie Muldoon from distance. Higgins tries an ambitious volley from the throat. Very good technically with his shooting though. Sam Higgins, always a goal threat. Not the quickest centre forward in the world, but he's strong and he's a predator in the box. Scored so many goals in his career, particularly for East Thurrock, as I mentioned earlier. Leading goal scorer of all time there. I think it's more than 200, well over 200 goals there he scored. Memory serves me right. And Barlow with the throw on the far side. Looks for Dion Moore. Not going to find him. Dulwich look like they've got a 3 up top operating today. Ming's got to make a challenge here on Ruff. He's done really well there, Sanchez. Ming, Ruff looking to pull the trigger. Shifting onto his left foot. Ming, similar to the challenge he made on Aaron Drew at Oxford's last Saturday in the league game for Dulwich. Tracking back and making sure the ball deflects away from the Hornchurch man. Dulwich 3-4-3 looks like, with Ming and Barnes wide. Then Moore, Mills and Alassani up top. Moore on for Danny Mills down this right hand side. Dulwich not seen much of the ball in this area of the field at all so far. Probably the first time they've been in this area actually. Ming. It's taken too long on the ball. He has got support from Jordan Higgs. Higgs was sold short by that pass from Ming. Couldn't get enough whip on the cross as a result. First time Dulwich have really broken forward and comes to nothing. Seen Dulwich be clinical in their games recently. Against Eastbourne they certainly were, and then even against Chess at midweek. Shane Gore didn't have much to do in that first half, but he found himself 2-0 down at the break. The only save he made saw Jerry McGregor score the rebound. Timlin trying to find Barlow. Pass goes out for a throw. And Barlow kicked the ball away though. He's got to be careful. Naughty. Hornchurch bench certainly felt that was deliberately done by Barlow. Stopped the away side from taking a quick throw while he was out of position. And they've got a very strong case, you know. Joe Christou scored the match winner, defending midfielder, sorry, in midweek. Late down at the Longleat Stadium. Higgins hangs in a cross, which Ming deflects away for the time being, and then we'll look to clear. Takes deflection off Nash, and it will be a throw for Dulwich. Ming and Nash, formerly teammates, of course. Last season, Nash was at Dartford with Ming as well. Linked up again. So from Taylor, we'll look for Dion Moore here. He helps it on. Alassani was being pulled by former Dulwich teammate Hales, it looked like. The other end, Deborah's got to force into another clearance. Parcell long throw down the channel looking for Higgins. Ming gets a toe on it, and eventually the whistle goes. Free kick given by Callum Walchester. So there are no replays this season in the FA Trophy with the COVID pandemic. It's to reduce the number of potential fixtures. No extra time. Straight to penalties today. Dulwich never been involved in a penalty shootout in this competition. Hornchurch beat Oxford on penalties last season, which set up the Dulwich tie. That was in round 1, they beat Oxford. And Barlow. Alassani. Playing the ball forward into the feet of Danny Mills. Backing into Cooper. Stabs it back to Barnes. Mills was pushed to the ground there. Chance then for Dulwich to get a ball in the penalty area. Not managed to do that just yet. One ball from Higgs. It's harmless. Mills, Moore, Alassani, three front men, on the edge of the area, and Barlow goes forward, Deborah as well. Taylor thought about it, he's been told to go back. Taylor will go now, Timlin will sit deeper. Taylor scored midweek, of course. Higgs delivers towards Jesse Deborah, he chests it down. Nice turn from Deborah and he shoots. Taylor let it go, and it's a save by Joe Wright. Good footwork from Jesse Deborah. Nice turn, brought it down on the chest nicely as well. Yet to score for Dulwich. That would have been a fine way to open his account. Right, with a straightforward save. Easier one than Granger made at the other end, but both keepers would expect to have made the ones they have kept out so far. Being forced into a mistake by the presence of Ollie Muldoon, and it will be a throw for the visitors. Parcell will take. That with Nathan Cooper. And turn to right. Both likes of Bishop Stortford, Billericay, Hendon down the ears, right. Timlin nodding a ball down, looking for Mbalo. I think he sold him short. Mbalo snapped in though to make sure he got that. He likes a good challenger, Sandro Mbalo. Good to see him back at full fitness as well. Having missed a lot of games over the last month and a half for Dulwich. A couple of injuries, or actually one injury he came back too soon from, went off again. $13 gone. Dulwich 0, Hornchurch 0. Hornchurch begun the better side. No doubt about that. Timlin forward. High one, Alassani against Cooper. It's the Hornchurch man who came out on top and flicked around the corner by Muldoon. And Barlow controls heavy touch, but he fizzes it into Timlin. Just looked like a handball from Timlin. Play goes on. And Barlow. Deborah lets it go. And it's with Granger now. Taylor. Back to Deborah. Dulwich building from the back. Patient football. And Barlow into Alassani, who's just come into his own half to get involved. Alassani would like to turn and get forward. On for Danny Mills on the left channel. Is he going to get there ahead of Cooper? No, he's not. Cooper may shepherd this out for a throw. Nice work from Nathan Cooper. Ramsey has a throw on the far side. Higgs sending it back where it's come from. Ramsey silent start of the season from Billericay, who's with last season. Been on the books of Leicester in the past. Rough around the corner. Looking for the run of Brown. Mills heading one towards Moore. Just behind him though. Moore has to check his run. Timlin then wins the ball back. To his right is Moore. Hornchurch on the back foot. Haven't seen that too often so far. On the wide right with Sanchez Ming now. Ming sends it across towards Alassani. Brought it down. Get as far as Barnes who shoots. Charge down. Penalty awarded. Handball by Louis Ramsey. They had a high arm there. And Dulwich fortuitously winning the penalty there. Hornchurch bench not happy because I felt Timlin should have been penalised for a handball earlier. Arm went up from Ramsey there, and a yellow card is shown. Sanchez Ming missed the penalty at Hungerford recently, scored the rebounds. Has got a couple of winning penalties in cup competitions this season, though, in the wins against Corinthian Casuals and Christchurch in the FA Cup in the first few weeks of the campaign. Dulwich second best so far, but could have an important lead in this one. Ming taking his time, putting the ball down precisely as he wants, marking up his run-up. Referee Callum Walchester blows the whistle, upsets Ming. Yeah! Sends it to the keeper's right, buries it in the corner, beyond the dive of Joe Wright, and Sanchez Ming has given Dulwich a lead in this one. Emphatically scored by Ming. Not many goalkeepers would have got to that. As I say, the keeper went the right way, but it was right in the corner. And a good height as well from Sanchez Ming. Well converted by the Dulwich right wing back. Second goal of the season. No one's played more games in this Dulwich side than him, and he's taken responsibility of spot kicks. Nicely scored. Hornchurch been better, but find themselves behind. Said how important that first goal might be in this game. Hornchurch, very organised side. If they were to score first, they could put men behind the ball and frustrate Dulwich. They've got to come on to the Hamlet a little bit more. There's a lot of time in this game, of course. Still well over 70 minutes, but Dulwich with that lead could be very crucial come the end of the game, this one. Deborah, long ball, looks for Danny Mills, trying back into Cooper. Cooper timed his jump better. Mills will get involved again here, nodding that one down. Moore then takes over possession. Wide for Barnes, it was his shot which led to the penalty. Taking on Ramsey. Slightly heavy touch from Barnes. Ball got away from him momentarily, but he retains the ball. Back with Barlow. Dulwich on the front foot now. As I say that, it's a block by Brown on the far side. Afternoon to everyone on the radio chat. Not been able to mention you so far. Andy Keeley, Peter, Krukey, Scottfield, Tom as well, Heptike. Everyone on the YouTube stream as well. Around the world, I think. Timlin. Try the reverse ball. Jordan Higgs will strike from distance. Oh, that's not far away, that from Jordan Higgs. Hugo Greenhow to my left, trying to make the noise of 3,000 Dulwich fans in one. Our media team doing their best to represent 1,000 fans each, I think. Right forward, Deborah's headed that back to Granger, who slipped, but make sure he got the ball. Taylor. Long ball, Mills should be able to bring this down. Nicely done by Danny Mills. Then he's caught foul of Christou. Foul all day long, despite his pleading. Went through the back of him. Clipped his legs and easily a foul. Free kick in centre circle, taken by Timlin. To his right, Jordan Higgs. The two in midfield from Dulwich today. Taking out one of their midfielders and put an extra forward in today. What's been the winning formula the last few weeks? Ming. Deborah to Taylor. Deborah's under pressure here, man over his shoulder. There's a foul by Nash, he's not happy with that. Taylor and Deborah got lucky there. A bit dark here, surprised the just concerned about the lights. Referee's not asked for it yet. Grange out towards Ming. Is that for a throw? Sails over his head. Joining us late in this one. Dulwich are 1-0 up. Goal in the 16th minute from the penalty mark from Sanchez Ming. Dulwich having been second best. A lot of ball played in the Dulwich half so far. Hornchurch been on the front foot, but Louis Ramsey blocking a goal-bound shot from Aaron Barnes with his arm. Slightly harsh. I mean, it wasn't too far away from him, the shot from Barnes, but the referee felt that he moved into the ball illegally with that arm. Handball rules changed so many times the last couple of years. Penalty was awarded. Here's Barlow. Down the left channel, Barnes. Oh, that's a good dummy from him, and Alassani has taken possession. Trying to beat Christou. Does he want to throw there? Alassani he has. About all he could do there, Reese. Yeah, I think a bit of rain coming around Champion Hill now. It's a very cold afternoon here. The rain has started to come. Still, it's quite dark and dingy now. Oh, floodlights are called into life. No warming up for them, they're straight on. Here's Quaid Taylor on halfway for Dulwich. Ming. Dion Moore. Can he run at Parcell here? Oh, lovely trickery from Moore. Sends in a deep ball as well. Ooh, almost turned into a shot that from Moore. Not, I think, what he was planning. Almost nestled in that top corner on the far side. If you've been enjoying the coverage that we've been giving you this season, if you're feeling in generous mood, please donate to the channel. We've been very privileged, lucky so far this campaign with all your generous donations that have come in. We raised over £500 in midweek, which was absolutely brilliant. if you do feel like you want to donate to the club to keep this stream going and help us to get some new and improved equipment as the season goes on. I'll do more of that at the moment as Ruff wins the ball back. And Barlow atones for his error. Yeah, if you're feeling generous, then there are links on our Facebook and Twitter pages, and also in the live stream video itself in the description. Barnes caught by a high one there by Ricky Hales. And Barnes has really hurt here. Hales sent off against Dulwich a couple of years ago for East Thurrock. Barnes absolutely clattered there by the former Dulwich defender. It sounded pretty hefty. Referee in long conversation with Hales. It's not going to be a booking, it's just a telling off, which is surprising. I thought he might have got a yellow for that. Don't think he'll be allowed any more leeway though, Ricky Hales. He's got a couple of match winners in his time at Dulwich in the promotion winning season, away at Dorking and at home to Lowestoft. And a memorable equaliser away at Hendon in a game Dulwich were absolutely hammered in. Managed to draw 3-3 away from home. And he was captain for the playoff final. Beanie and Weatherstone both on the bench that day. The three of them lifted the trophy together at the end. Barnes still being repaired by Tyrone Cassius. Timlin in conversation with the referee now, probably asking why no yellow card was shown to the Hornchurch skipper. Barnes has got to go off here for this free kick. Dudley's playing with a man fewer at the moment. Timlin delivers. Mills tries to come around the back. And Barlow was also there. Mills took a tumble. Cooper took a tumble. And Barlow's put the ball into the green now. Always a target from set pieces, Danny Mills. They've got some strong players in that defence, the likes of Hales and Cooper, Purcell as well for Hornchurch. Oh, how annoyed Craig Ebbers was midweek that his side, Cheshunt, conceded such an easy goal. That second goal for Dulwich that night. Taylor was unmarked in the penalty area, had such an easy jump to score that second goal. On the other end, Taylor's under pressure from Ruff. He had a bit of a grab on him. Ruff goes on, then Ming has brought him down. Penalty at the other end. Penalty apiece. Sanchez Ming, who scored the penalty at one end, has brought down Ruff at the other. It was a bouncing ball forward. Taylor didn't really deal with the threat originally, and it looked clumsy from here initially from Sanchez Ming. Hornchurch and Sam Higgins have the chance to level up here. Higgins scored his first goal for the club in the 4-1 win against Wingate in this competition a couple of rounds ago. Can Granger keep him out? No, he can't. He did get a touch, Charlie Granger, but Higgins has enough power on the shot to power it past him. Granger, like right at the other end, guessed the right way. It was a low one from Higgins. Penalty apiece in this one. Another goal in the career of Sam Higgins. No rush to get back to the centre circle either, is Higgins. They had 2 goals on this ground last season for Chelmsford. A 5-3 defeat that he suffered that day. Parity restored. Moore trying to look for Mills at the other end. Cooper gets clear. Goals this one then straight away from the kick-off, from the first half an hour. Higgs felt he was fouled there. Play goes on. Brown got player right in Higgins. Now use Sam Higgins. Nash is trying to peel off Taylor in the middle. Low cross dealt with by Timlin. Alasani deep gets hold of the ball. Almost overplayed that. And Barlow given away. Higgins again on the right wing. Early across this time. Deborah Powers a header Out towards touch on the far side. Strength from Louis Ramsey. Higgs winning the ball back. Barnes clears downfield. Mills will scamper after this. Rain coming down very heavily now. Blue sky's moving away. It's grey over the green down. That's where the rain's coming from. Set in for a while. Barnes controls on the edge of his area and just opts to clear up to halfway. Higgins being a nuisance again. High fives to him and Barlow. No hard feelings about that coming together. Last 2 seasons, Dulwich have been knocked out at this stage of the competition. In the last 64. Lost at Wingate a couple of years ago. Timlin's hurt himself here, and you could hear the anguish there as he made the challenge, Michael Timlin. But it's nothing too serious. The cry made it sound awful. Hopefully he's all right. Yeah, they lost 2-0 away at Wingate and Finchley a couple of years ago. Rob Laney scored a couple that day. That game most memorable for the ridiculous goal line clearances of Preston Edwards and Ibrahim Cargboat. Last season, of course, they lost this stage of the competition as well at Hornchurch. Last time they were victorious in the last 64 was a fiery encounter against Royston. Game finished 2-2 at Champion Hill. Bit of a brawl on the touchline, let's say, between the Dulwich and the Royston benches. Our camera battery died, yeah. No, that was famous for a Royston director asking us to film the footage because he felt our bench had acted disgracefully, and by standing up in front of the camera, he blocked the footage. So nothing was ever done. Dulwich won the replay. Nara and Clunis winning it late on. Good times. Timlin's okay. Dulwich has been given the ball back, and Granger will restart. Up to Mills. Moore. Higgs. Ming. Having to go backwards. Hornchurch pressing well. Taylor across to Deborah. Good intensity to the way Hornchurch have pressed so far, actually. Again, here, and Barlow. No time on the ball. Now Ruff will try and put Deborah under pressure. And Barlow. Sending up towards Danny Mills. Flicks that on. Moore takes over. On that left channel, taking Hales with him. Moore couldn't release the ball. We felt he was fouled there. Play goes on though. Dulwich have it back. Barnes caught by Ellis Brown. Just got his leg in front of Brown there. Did Barnes, and he felt contact. Always going down there. There's real wind blowing around the ground as well. Ricky Hales scores goals against Dulwich when it's windy. In that playoff final in 2016. Not quite that hurricane from that day, but Timlin puts the ball down. So many bodies in there. 6 in pink and blue. Might come through to Deborah, not quite. Hornchurch clear their lines. Ming blocking off Liam Nash. Hornchurch bench wanted a foul against Ming there. Felt he blocked him off unfairly. Granger looks for Ming. Heavy touch. And then Muldoon comes across to put out for a throw-in. Puts pace to that attack. If you're not already done so, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Had great subscriptions again. Big thanks to Bulb as well for their support of the channel this season. Here go the away side again, and Barlow gets in the way though. And then didn't think that was much of a foul by Liam Nash. Mark Stimpson livid. Sarcastic applause from the Hornchurch bench. They're riled up by some of these refereeing decisions. We've had 5 donations, I'm told, again today, so thank you very much to those who are feeling generous at this Christmas period. Although money is tight, it is difficult at the moment. Much love to those of you who have kindly donated your hard-earned cash. So it really does mean a lot to us. I can't stress that enough. Timlin's headed that backwards. Deborah then with a false touch. Dulwich look a bit cagey in this first half, not playing with any fluency. I wonder if the wind has anything to do with it. Here's Ruff. Into Brown. Ruff again, lovely interchange. Ruff taken on the outside. Ming should deal with the threat. Ball will trickle away for a throw-in. You can probably see on the stream the rain blowing in here. Very grateful for having a nice stand over our head today, that's for sure. Granger's restart hangs in the air against the wind. Mills knocks down for Timlin. Barnes, Alassani back with Timlin. Well held up by Alassani there. Timlin just inside the Hornchurch half, spreading the play to this near side. Taylor has time. Higgs now. Timlin round the corner. Nice. Lovely footwork from Dulwich. Patient. And Barlow, Barnes. Alassani wants it down the left channel. And he's found by Aaron Barnes. Taking Hales with him. Former teammates, of course. Alassani not allowed to cross. Just holds on the ball, gives it to Timlin. And then plays it behind him, Barlow. And all that possession comes to nothing for the Hamlet. 34 gone, it's 1-1 here. 2 penalties converting the game. One from Sanchez Ming to give Dulwich the lead. And then 11 minutes later, in the 27th minute, Sam Higgins responded for the Urchins. So Dulwich not a good record against Hornchurch. This is 7 meetings between the sides before today since Hornchurch reformed in 2005. Dulwich only with 2 wins to their name. Ruff tried the ball out to Higgins and Barlow adjusted his body. Barnes sliding in. I don't think he did get a touch there. And then Ramsey jumped the challenge. Ruff, he's been busy so far. On for Higgins. Gets it across. He's drilled it away for a throw-in. Did it go out for a goal kick? No, it didn't. Far too hard, that cross from Higgins. Taylor trying to drive the ball to get some grip on it, send it downfield. Moore good in the air usually, as is Mills. It's not come Moore's way. It was Mills eventually. Moore then flicks it back to Taylor, who punts up towards halfway. Alassani will jump, but going to be second best against Ramsey. Ball forward by Nash. Christou. Higgins lays off. Ruff. It's not the pass he wanted there onto Ellis Brown. Hornchurch playing the better football here. Turning into Alassani. Now Higgs. Ming had checked his run, so wasn't in that area. If he'd continued to move as he started there, Ming, he would have got onto that ball from Jordan Higgs. Dulwich being overrun in midfield at the moment, though. I say they've moved an extra attacker into the side today at the expense of a midfielder, and it is showing. Higgins nodding one towards Ellis Brown. Come Timlin's way eventually. Higgs now, former Bromley player, played in the final of the FA Trophy a couple of years ago. Stabbing it wide, Dion Moore. Dulwich assistant manager Junior Caddy has won this competition in 2000. Played at Wembley. Went off with cramp towards the end of the game, but he's got a winner's medal to his name, as he likes to tell us every year when this competition comes around. Ming. Moore into the area, holds off Parcell. Trying to put it back. It's only a corner. Could have been worse for Hornchurch there. Hamlet's first corner of the game. I can't do any key jangling, I'm told. Tom Cullen, full of festive cheer, so I'll be fired if I do that. Dulwich corner then, Michael Timlin with his left foot will deliver. Alassani's gone to mark right. It's a good area. It's nodded down by Christou. Shot from Taylor. Deflects away another corner. Taylor scored in consecutive games last season. He's had his eye on goal for another one there. Look at his reaction. He felt like he should have done better there as well. Last season he scored against Bognor and Chippenham in successive weeks. Took his Dulwich goal tally to 5 in his career, just over 150 games. Higgs put the ball down. It looked like he might have kicked the ball there for a short corner. The referee said it was an accident, so he's allowed to retake it. Does go back now to Barnes. Crosses low, Moore flicks it on. Taylor's used his body well. And then sent goal was all! Jesse Deborah could have had a couple in this first half. Just rising past the top corner of that from Deborah. It was travelling. Well played, Quay Taylor in there. Clever use of his body. So Deborah could have had a couple in this first half. I've been told we've doubled our donations. 10 donations now for the day. Thank you very much. If you are feeling generous, as I say, guys, the link is in the YouTube stream on our Facebook and Twitter pages as well. You guys are legends. Thank you so much. That does mean a lot to us here. Deborah's headed that backwards, but Ming is in the way. Ming then sent up to Alassani. First touch spins him away from Hales. I think it was more luck than anything from Alassani, but it worked. Hornchurch have bodies behind the ball now as Higgs takes up possession and gets it back from his captain, Timlin. And again, Jordan Higgs from Taylor's pass. Dulwich seen more of the ball the last few minutes. Timlin to Mbalo. Portuguese defender coming forward, left centre-back. Lofting it across. Mills has pulled off his man and then runs into Sanchez. Ming, that's unfortunate for Dulwich there. Taylor's missed the ball downfield. Could be a mistake because then Ruff is in behind, played in by Higgins. And Dulwich have got to get bodies back. Here is Charlie Ruff. Across goal, and Brown couldn't get the finishing touch at the far stick. Ruff has been such a dangerous player for Hornchurch in this first half. 5 goals this season, and he's really pulled the strings out there today. 3 in his last 5. A couple in this competition as well. Alassani crunching in, but making sure he comes away with the ball. Still Alassani. Well recovered there. Nathan Cooper. Sorry, it was Louis Ramsey. Then Ming has it back on this right-hand side. Sending it across towards Danny Mills. Tries to stoop and get his head on it. Well defended by Ricky Hales. Ming again. Almost got lucky against Muldoon. Muldoon just about keeping it away from the former Welling right back. Now Higgs though for Dulwich. Still high up the field. Mbalo. On the left touchline is Aaron Barnes. Takes a touch, then lofts it in with his right foot. Right things about coming. Easy gather for the goalkeeper. Wasn't challenged. Called that early and made sure he gathered. Sends it downfield to Sam Higgins. Up against young Jesse Deborah. He's just about won a corner. Ball trickles out. Well played, Sam Higgins. Into the last 4 minutes of this first half, it's still 1-1. I feel like there are more goals in this one. Cooper and Hales going forward here. Both with goals against Dulwich down the years, as I've already mentioned. Here comes Granger. Gets 2 fists on it, which didn't look like he would be able to do it at one point. He did really well under some severe pressure there, Charlie Granger. Higgs gets it safely away on that far side. Again, Hornchurch felt Dulwich kicked the ball away there. Should be booked for it. You wonder with the rain that's fallen if the conditions will be tricky to play, particularly in the second half. Mistakes come from slips. Changing conditions. Christou sends in a ball towards Higgins, chest down. Might get another go, Sam Higgins. Can't give him an opportunity, and Granger saves low to his left. Didn't strike it as cleanly as we know Higgins can. quite as strong on that left peg as his right, perhaps. It's a routine save in the end for Granger, getting down to his left. Mills. Almost a mistake by Cooper. Hales recovers, though, and shepherds the ball to right to send up to halfway. And Barlow up in the air with the first header. Higgs will contest with Christie for the second. It's a Dulwich man who comes out on top. Barnes has then caught Ramsey late. Referee eventually brings back. No advantage there. The referee's got both the penalty shouts right in this first half. It was clumsy from Ming. And if he was well positioned to see the handball from Ramsey. Hornchurch didn't overly protest. Usually a sign that's a fairly obvious arm. Misdemeanor. Hales diagonal ball into the box. Granger gathers before Cooper could try and steal in. And the rain picks up. It's a horrible afternoon here. It's quite a nice December day beforehand though, wasn't it? An hour ago. Granger looks for Mills. Beyond him, beyond Cooper. And Moore will spin. Getting past Parcell momentarily. Player behind him is Jordan Higgs. Sends it across. Deflects off the head of Muldoon. And it's nodded wide throw for the Hamlet. Ming will take right by the corner flag away to our right at the Greendale end. Back with Higgs. Doesn't use Ming. Then gets away from Ruff. Left-footed crosses long. Barnes will try and keep it alive by knocking it back into the mix. Hales volleys up to halfway. Higgins lays off to Ruff. Early ball through to Liam Nash. Granger's coming, herring out of his area to slide in, and he's done so well. Turns to a good pass there to Ming. Timlin recovered from that knock he picked up earlier in the half. Good give and go between him and Higgs. And Higgs sends the ball out to Barnes. Curling it on for Alassani down the left channel. Alassani loves to crop up on that side of the field. Still he goes, Alassani holds off his man. Back to the edge area. And in the end, he's just crowded out. Higgs sliding and trying to divert a ball Dulwich's way. Hasn't come off. Here's Taylor bringing the ball down. Now Higgs. Short ball to Timlin. Has a look over his shoulder. First time ball to Ming on this right-hand side. Knew he was going to be there, Michael Timlin. Ming running at Parcell. Controlled with his hand as he slipped there, Ming. Ball was on the ground. He's done well to use his hand there, actually. 2 minutes added on. We're into that now. Half time. We'll obviously be taking a break from the live stream. There will be highlights though. If you just wait for about 5 minutes while we upload a few highlights of the first half. No, previous game. Sorry, from the Cheshunt game in midweek. So you can watch the replay of the Cheshunt game during the half-time interval. Those on the radio. See, me and Jamal will be having our usual half-time chat. And the second half will be streamed live on the YouTube channel, of course, as well. Granger rolling the ball to Mbalo. Back with Charlie again. Oh, it's a misplaced pass. And it's Ruff. Chance to give Hornchurch the lead. In he comes Charlie Ruff onto his left peg. Blocked by Timlin. Here's Nash. He shoots. Oh, he's chipped it straight at Granger. Wrong option from Liam Nash. Put your foot through it. Bad option taken there, and Dulwich are lucky there. Granger misplacing that pass out to Timlin. Almost leading to their downfall. Got 30 seconds to go in the half as well. Would have been a real blow to concede at this late stage of the first 45. Granger looks for Mills. Mills on for Alassani. Man over his Barnes, they can get it out to him. He's going to ignore him, Alassani. Threading a pass towards Ming. Read though by Nash. It was a bit ambitious from Reese. Clearance from Nash has gone all the way through to Deborah. Referee may well blow for half time now with Deborah on the ball. He does indeed, and it's 1-1 through 45 minutes here at Champion Hill. A first half of 2 penalties, both converted. Dulwich went 1-0 up. Aaron Barnes' goal-bound shot was blocked by the arm of Louis Ramsey, and Ming stepped up, sent the ball to the keeper's right. Despite Joe Wright going the right way, he couldn't keep it out. It was well converted by Ming. That was in the 16th minute, and then 11 minutes later, Charlie Roth got past Taylor, and then as he looked to get past Ming, there was contact. It looked clumsy on first viewing. Referee in no doubt that another penalty should be awarded, and this time Sam Higgins stepped up to convert for Hornchurch. Hornchurch has been the better side in that first half on the overall run of play, but it's locked 1 apiece at the break. We'll be taking a 15-minute break now. Enjoy the highlights of the Cheshunt game, and we'll be back live on the YouTube channel in 15 minutes. 1-1 here at... After losing in the league on Saturday, Dulwich Hamlet pay attention to the FA Trophy for the first time this season as they take on Isthmian side Cheshunt. The Hamlet's 5-game unbeaten run came to an end on Saturday at Oxford as they went down 1-0. They'll be hoping to evoke memories of a run to the last 8 in 2017 in this competition, and they make 4 changes to the side this evening, with McGregor, Mills, Henry and Samet all coming in. Cheshunt are on a hiatus in the league at the moment and are seeking a place in the last 64 for just the second time in their history tonight. We expect Danny Mills to get involved with a long throw, and it is in towards Mills. Ojo stabs it away. So he's dealt with everything so far, but he's has to defend against Mills as he's turned him nicely. Danny Mills, lovely footwork. Mills, Henry, what a save. Following up McGregor, 1-0. First time Dulwich put together a really good move going forward, and it's seen them open the account for the night. Gio McGregor firing home into the open net. Credit the work of Danny Mills though, clever turn to give him some space. Deft touch from the big man. Pulled it across the area, thought he could have gone for goal himself. Henry did shoot, saved by Gore. Nothing he can do about the rebound. McGregor fires home, Dulwich lead. Ming galloping after this, hammering the ball up towards halfway. It's a real punt forward. That's a John Smith Abbott, Peter Kay. Here goes Moore from Mills's flick on. Moore sends it in. He was caught there, late by Ojo. And Mills is furious with Daniel Ojo, his former teammate. Moore sent in the cross to the near post. Gore gathered, and Moore is really unhappy with his former teammate there. Timlin has a look at his ball. Lofted in, it's deep. Yeah, 2-0. It is 2-0. And it's an easy header in there. Craig Taylor, who, as I say, scored his first Dulwich goal in this competition against Macclesfield back in 2017. Rose highest there, easy header, and Dulwich do have a very well-timed second goal at the end of this first half. Finn leaving the ball for Ming. Miles trying to put Granger under pressure. He's fired in a pass to Ming to control. Chips it up to halfway where Henry will try and control, but there first was Crowther. McGregor. Long ball, can Moore keep it in play? He can. What a first touch from Dion Moore. Gore's come off his line. Cross the box. It's going to be 3. Easy goal, Danny Mills. Well played, Gio McGregor and Dion Moore. Moore's first touch, immaculate to take the ball down the right-hand side. Gore had committed himself into trying to chase down Dion Moore. He rolled the ball across the box, and Mills had an empty net to poke it into, and his recent good goal-scoring form continues. Grateful for his gift of the goal, a third one, which all but sealed this game. Moore has given the ball away, did the hard work there. Dulwich went to sleep. Here goes Pinto. Timlin put in half a challenge. Dunn gets past Taylor. Real chance, cutback is on. Pinto shoots. It is a goal. Anderson Pinto, who's trialling with Dulwich in the summer, has given Cheshunt a goal in this one. Drill beyond Granger, and it's another game he won't get a clean sheet. It came from Moore giving the ball away. Corner's taken short. He picks up the ball edge of the area. One in turn for Reynolds. He's gone for goal. And that's meat and drink for the goalkeeper. Granger will gather those all day long. Surely now we're going to have the end of the game. Referee has had a look at his watch. Welcome back, live at Champion Hill for the second half of today's third round of the FA Trophy tie between Dulwich Hamlet and Hornchurch. Locked at 1-1 at the interval. Hornchurch be very, very happy with their first half's performance. They dominated in the midfield in particular. Really through the two sides, starting with the visitors. They've come out for the second half. The outfield players are in an all red strip, sort of red hoops on their shirt, slightly darker red, interlinked with lighter red. So Joe Wright in all light blues in goal wearing 1. 2 is Louis Ramsey, wears 2. He was yellow carded in the first half for giving away the penalty. 3 Mickey Parcell. 4 Nathan Cooper. 5 the captain Ricky Hales. 6 is Joe Christou. 7 Ellis Brown. 8 Ollie Muldoon. 10 Liam Nash. 16 Charlie Ruff, and 20 Sam Higgins. He scored the goal, the equalising goal, in the 27th minute for the Urchins. On the bench for Mark Stimpson's side are 12 Charlie Stimpson, 14 Lewis Spence, 15 Remy Sutton, 17 Chris Dixon, and 18 Zach Hassan. Dulwich led by Sandro and Barlow onto the field at the moment in their pink and blue strip. We'll be attacking the Dog Kennel Huen to our left in the second half. Charlie Granger in his all yellow strip is in goal wearing 1.
Between the sticks, not wide of it, between it.
2 Sanchez Ming. He scored the penalty after the 16 minutes. 3 Sandro and Barlow. 4 Michael Timlin, the captain. 5 Jesse Deborah. 6 Quaid Taylor. 7 Dion Moore. 8 Jordan Higgs. 9 Danny Mills. 10 Reece Alassani. And 11 Aaron Barnes. Gavin Rose has got 7, the luxury of 7 subs to pick from. Premier League with their 9 subs coming up very soon, but 7 in the trophy today for Dulwich. Diogo Barbosa is 12, Ruben Samet is 14, Corey Henry is 15, Gio McGregor wears 16, Leon Thomas is 17, Miracle Achimpong is 18, Tariq Hyde wears 20. Dulwich are going to get the ball rolling. As I say, they're attacking to our left, the Dog Kennel Hill end. I refuse to call it the car wash end. It's the Dog Kennel Hill end, and the visitors attacking the Greendale end. Referee is Callum Walchester. He's doing his final checks. Well, in just over 45 minutes time we'll know who's into the last 32. Most likely anyway, unless it's penalties. A bit longer to wait for that. Remember, it is straight to penalties at 90 minutes today. Both sides showing their penalty credentials during 90 minutes. Well, during the first 45, I should say. With each side converting one. So there's any noticeable changes at the break in terms of formation for Dulwich, whether they've kept it pretty similar. It looks like they've kept Mills up top with Alassani left and Moore right, 2 in midfield, and then the wing-back system, or 4 in midfield, you could say, if Barnes and Ming are pushing up. Here's Jesse Deborah, number 5 for Dulwich, sending one high downfield. Alassani got fortunate that the header from Hales came against him, and Alassani breaking towards the area. Still Alassani, that's a foul, it by Christou. No, he got the ball first before Alassani went down, so well challenged, you'd say, from the Hornchurch man. Timlin blocking off that attack. Alassani not appealing, to be fair. Doesn't look quite as quick as maybe he was before. Alassani still recovering from a serious injury last season. He's going to need lots of miles in the tank to really fully recover, you feel. Christou with a really good recovery challenge there on the Dulwich number 10. Higgins. Ball's come Michael Timlin's way. Hooks it downfield. Mills will chase, but it's nodded down by Hales. Muldoon volleyed forward by Christou up towards Ellis Brown. Deborah heads clear for the time being. Nash controls. He could have scored in the first half. So the ball again, Liam Nash. When it comes. Higgins now. That's a shot from distance. It was always rising. Fed by Muldoon. Higgins on his left peg. Sends the ball over the top. First goal scoring action of the second half. Big welcome to everyone on the live stream on YouTube. Tell your mates, still want to watch some football in the second half. Free to watch, of course. Thank you to everyone who's donated today, and make sure you've subscribed to the channel. Keep you up to date with the next live stream. Will be Boxing Day against Welling United. That'll be the last home game of 2020. Here goes Barnes, overrun that. Christou won it back momentarily, was caught though by Barnes as he looked to get away, and needless really from the Dulwich number 11. Diagonal ball from Muldoon out to the far side. Parcell controls and sends in a left-footed cross. Brown blocked off by Barnes in the middle. Another good ball in. Parcell, Christou. Higgs clears. Hornchurch officials have gone and taken their place behind the goal in the second half just to cheer on their side. If anyone's wondering online, they are Hornchurch officials and directors, they're not fans. Joe Wright down the right. Barnes tussles and shrugs off Ellis Brown. It'll be a throw for the Hamlet. Portuguese number 3 needs an option here. He's looked for Mills over the head of Danny Mills. Timlin then sends a second ball forward, which Alassani will chase. Hales, I think, is going to see it out for a throw. Didn't really need to chase after it, Ricky Hales. This is his 4th spell with Hornchurch, Ricky Hales. He's first played for them way back January 2010 he signed originally. Timlin follows on forward again, that's going to be too long, and Hales let it go for a goal kick for Wright to take. Quite amazed that Hugo, our media guy, has managed to find Malteser truffles from somewhere. They're not in the celebrations box. Just plucking them out of thin air. It's an amazing magic trick. Doing it all throughout the game so far as well. Higgs volleys on for the air towards Danny Mills. Sorry, Dion Moore. And Ming has... No, he's not pushed. I thought he pushed his man in the back. Wonderful challenge on Ming by Christou. It's gone back to Granger. Quaid Taylor on the right side of the pitch. Chip down the middle. Hales intervenes. Around the corner, Higgins will chase after it. He's strong, but Mbalo's stronger on this occasion. Second ball crucially picked up by Timlin. Barnes into Timlin. Higgs rolling rough, that's nicely done against the former Wingate and Finchley man. Out with Ming on the far side. Dion Moore, that's a heavy touch from Moore, and he's brought his man down. Yep, foul all day long by Moore. No changes from either side at the break. Both sticking to the same formation at the start of this second period. I want to say a big thank you to Bulb, who've given a donation to the club this season to allow us to stream for the time being. And if you need to change your energy company, look for a good deal with Bulb. If you say you're with Dulwich, a Dulwich fan, then you can get £50 off when you sign up to them. The club also get £50 for the 12th man scheme. Just checking Granger there, just stretching out as he dived on that ball. He's not feeling his side, which has impacted him against Oxford and Cheshunt in the last week. He's just rubbing his leg. He got a knee in the side at Oxford in the first couple of minutes, which was still sore midweek. Really heavily limping, moving gingerly off the coach last Saturday as we dropped him off in West London. Dulwich throw on the far side inside the Hornchurch half. Ming with ball in hand. Second goal of the season for him today with that penalty in the first half. Let's go with the 2 penalties he scored in winning causes in the FA Cup earlier in the season. Move breaks down, comes to nothing. Goal kick for the Urchins. Dulwich with good experience of penalty shootouts this season with those 2 wins in the FA Cup. They did win a pre-season friendly at Bromley on penalties as well. The week before they beat Corinthian Casuals. Never been involved in an FA Trophy penalty shootout, the Hamlet. Mentioned in the first half that Hornchurch knocked out Oxford to play the Hamlet last season by beating them on penalties. Higgins headed that wide. clash of heads between him and Barlow there. Barlow told to hurry up by Callum Worcester. Mills flicks on, then it's helped towards his own goal by Louis Ramsey. Hales comes across, deals with that. I think that's curved out of play. Not going to get the luck that Man United got at West Ham the other week. The ball curling out of play, seemingly from Dean Henderson. And Barlow throws in field. Timlin has a look over his shoulder, knocks it wide. Taylor. Now Ming. Ball down the channel. Moore up against Mickey Parcell. Trying to beat him on the outside with a turn of pace and sends in a cross. It's a very deep one. Barnes was coming in off the channel on this near side and will try and retrieve. He's not able to keep it in play. There's a throw for the visitors. Barnes doing what he should have done though. Attack that penalty area. Try and get the end of a cross. It was just too long from Deal Moore. Mark Stimson did good things with Thurrock before coming to Hornchurch. A lot of players in this squad have been with him at Thurrock down the years. Mills. Oh, it's behind Moore. The two men over there. Moore and Ming was making great grounds on the far side, and now the counter is on for Hornchurch. They've wasted it, and Barlow in possession. Could have been worse that for Dulwich. Barnes releasing Mills down this left-hand side. Barnes in support still. Ball goes infield, Timlin. Higgs. Oh, it's a bad touch from Jordan Higgs. Took us after the ball, and Charlie Ruff can take hold of it for Hornchurch. Again, he's got 3 ahead of him. Opts to go backwards, though, for the time being. Now it's with Muldoon. Chris Do now. Nathan Cooper. Back with Joe Wright. Being chased down here. Quay Taylor to cover a lot of ground to try and chase him down there. Higgins. Lovely layoff. Taylor out position has meant they might be a bit light at the back here, Dulwich. Deborah coming across to deal with the threat of Ellis Brown, though. Calmly done by Jesse Deborah. Time on the ball. Chips it up over halfway. Mills heads on. Moore tries to turn his man. Cooper will make sure he gives it back to Wright. Christou. Robbed the possession by Timlin. Round the corner is Alassani. He's got Mills ahead of him. Caught from behind there by Joe Christou, and that's going to be a yellow card. That was cynical. No attempt at playing the ball there. It was just taking one for the team. Joins Ramsey in the book. That's the definition, as I say, taking one for the team. They knew what he was doing. Any team would do that, stop the attack from building. Timlin rolling it to his right to Higgs. Higgs miscued his cross, it looked like, and Deborah tries to bring it down. That was a waste of a set piece for the Hamlet. Taylor got a call from Granger, so he's going to use him. Sending out towards Ming. It's nicely done. Ming under pressure from Ruff here, though. Gives it back to Taylor, who curls down the right-hand side. More controls. Ming. Gavin Rose wants the side to be quicker. Taylor again, happy to use Granger. Holding to Deborah, just outside his penalty area. He in turn uses the right-hand side. Taylor is waiting, again with Deborah now. Right towards Barnes, it's headed clear nicely by Ramsey. Barlow throws into Timlin. Wasn't picked up by anyone there. Didn't like the ball though from Barlow there, just telling his defender. Need a better throw into him, could have lost possession there, the captain. Ming. Back to Taylor. Deborah. Long ball, that's not going to find a teammate, only the head of Ramsey. Timlin knocking one down. Read that so well, Michael Timlin. Alassani, Higgs. His footballing brain is brilliant, is Timlin. Higgs back to Deborah. Now it's Taylor. Dulwich enjoying a lot of the ball, but not getting into the final third at the moment. They might now, though, with Dion Moore. Lovely turn. Timlin now. Ming wanted the ball on the far side. He's got it now. Blocked off. Great challenge on him. Hornchurch resolute in their defending that. Still no signs of change from either bench. 58 minutes gone. 1-1 between Dulwich Hamlet and Hornchurch in this FA Trophy last 64 tie. So still dreaming of Wembley glory. Timlin. Alassani. Barnes. Ooh, almost played through the defender's legs. No luck on Barnes' side there. Barnes was caught off the his man off the ball there. Here goes Mbalo against Ellis Brown. Mbalo stronger than Ellis Brown, and then wrestled to the ground. Granger being told he's got to send the ball out to the corner. Referee, which is fair enough. It wasn't where the foul was committed, where Granger put the ball down there. Granger looks for Mills. Little glance on for Alassani. Prodded on Barnes, came off his shoulder. Alassani again. Just a bit of a step over. Taking the ball infield. Timlin now. Pass to his right. Jordan Higgs. Thought they had more of the ball in the second half they did in the first half, that's for sure. Now Ming. Taylor thinking about being on the overlap. He is now. Sends it across. Ooh, Moore was trying to attack it. Hornchurch dealt with the threat in the end. Now trying to lead a break down this near side with Ellis Brown. Coming infield away from Barnes. Curving a pass out towards the far side. Ming made a meal of that. Gives it to Higgins. Who then turns Sanchez Ming. And then finds the run of Louis Ramsey. Well found that by Sam Higgins. Pull back to Higgins in the area. Might get another go at it if it comes back his way. It won't. Higgs clears. Barnes. Mills making the run. That's not the ball he wanted. It's a waste from Aaron Barnes. Dulwich sloppy in possession there. And then Hales has made a mistake of his own. Long time over this throw from Mbalo. A foul throw, you know. It's a bit suspicious, that action. Taylor into Higgs. Had a look over his shoulder. Early ball in to Danny Mills, backing into his man. Higgs is in possession again. Good support from the former Bromley man. Now Alassani on the left, ex-Coventry striker. Coming into his right foot. Higgs, he fancies a shot from distance. He does. Off target though. It's a shot though from Dulwich. Jordan Higgs taking it on from distance. More tussles in the air, can't bring the ball down. Timlin back with the goalkeeper Granger. Foul goes against Dulwich. Free kick into the area, it was Granger will gather. Higgins was breathing down his neck. Timlin, might be cut out, it is. Rare loose pass from Michael Timlin. Then Ming caught his man in the back. That's a bad injury. Ming's hurt himself here. Instantly, players need to get away from that, and the physio was called for immediately. Players screaming. Arguing on the dugout about something or other, but there was a real concern out there, and yeah, we're not going to show you the live pictures. Players are going to go and get some drinks. You can hear the players immediately calling for help. Tyrone Cassius is going out to help as well. The Hornchurch physio. It was a cynical Ming caught. I think it was Ming who's going to get in trouble here. It looked like Ming caught his man in the back. Don't think anything else is going to be given to Ming. Just telling off, perhaps. Haven't seen anything awarded in terms of a card. Oh, he's going to get a yellow card now. Yeah, I think that's fair. It looked like he caught him. Well, no, not think. He did catch him late. Chance for Gavin Rose to give some instructions to his side. Anyway, it's still locked at 1-1. Try to see which player it was who was caught. Was it Liam Nash, perhaps? I think it was. Hornchurch players predominantly standing around the stricken player, looking very concerned. Nash is going to be carried off on a stretcher. That's never a nice sight, and we wish him well. Nash is replaced by Chris Dixon, one former Dulwich player for another. Can you assume something's snapped there because the players reacted straight away? The change had to be made. Attention needed to come straight away. Dixon got a move to Charlton off the back of his performances at Dulwich way back, and they're a Premier League side actually, long time ago now. He was in the Alan Pardew days, after Kirbishley had left. And so Liam Nash, former Dulwich player, we wish him well. Even if he wasn't a Dulwich player, at one point we wish him well. And free kick. Chance. There's offside flag up against Higgins. Off, and Dulwich had the free kick rather than it being a corner for the visitors. We've had 3/4 of this game now. It's still 1-1. If you're enjoying the game, please like. Please subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. It might sound like a broken record, but it is great having you guys support us. Granger can't find a teammate. It was fouled by Alassani on Louis Ramsey. Still no signs of change from the Dulwich bench. Only that enforced one there for Hornchurch being made so far. Hales. Bouncing ball, and Barlow under pressure against Ellis Brown here. Keeps away from him, and Barlow was fouled by Brown in the end. Dulwich no rush to get this game started at the moment, which is not a good sign. Granger finally taking it. Looks at Barnes. Barnes heads on. I think it's going to go for a throw. It is on the bounce. Hasn't been a vintage game, this, has it? Since the break, there's been even fewer chances than in the first half. I feel like if anyone were to score, that'd be enough. One goal will be enough to win this now. Can't see there being a flurry of them, the way this game has panned out. Both goals coming from set pieces as well, nothing from open play. Another free kick. It's been stop-start the last few minutes, hasn't it? Hornchurch, since they reformed, got through this round 2 of the 3 occasions they've been at the stages competition. Obviously last season they managed to do it. And also in 2011-12 they beat Farnborough. Alassani thought he was fouled in, comes across though. Well dealt with. It was a teasing ball in that by Ramsey. Dulwich trying to break now down the right hand side. Dealmore's got pace to burn. He's away from Parcell. Ball just got stuck a little bit behind him, and that allows Parcell to come back. But he's still going Dealmore. And then his final cross was too long. Carried the ball a very long way there. Half the length of the field. Dulwich down the years not had the best of records at this stage of the competition. The last 2 attempts they've lost at Wingate and Hornchurch last year, of course, but it's only 7 of 9 previous occasions they've been in the last 64. Have they managed to get past this stage? Flurry of them in the 80s. And a couple around the FA Trophy run a couple of years ago. The year before that they beat Bury Town in round 1, which was the last 64 that time. And Royston a year later, that was the last time they got further. Also incentive for the clubs involved today. A bit of prize money on offer. 4.5 grand for the winners. Another foul throw. Shout against them, Barlow. Alassani's being penalised, I think, here. Not sure who was blown up for there. Losers, they get £1.25 thousand, £1.25. Won't go home empty-handed, but you want to go further in the cup. It's all about winning, getting through, isn't it? High ball in by Ellis Brown. Ming will have to tussle with Chris Dixon. Dixon's been on dual registration with Dartford. Scored a couple in his debut recently, but like Cooper has come back in today and comes across and wasn't far away from being converted. Real warning for the Dulwich defence there. Ellis Brown coming in from the flank. So a big thank you again to those of you who have donated today. If you are feeling generous in the next 20 odd minutes of this one, please do send to our Just Giving page. Approaching £4,000, I believe, on that this season. It's been unbelievable from you guys, and hard times to keep us going. You can visit the Just Giving link. It's on the YouTube stream page, also on social media, Twitter and Facebook. Oh, ball's been returned from behind the ground. Can we have our ball back, please? Neighbours are feeling kind today. That might be one of the stewards actually. Gone out and got it. Anyway, throw for the visitors on the far side. Parcell down the line. Controlled by Muldoon. Go again, right by the corner flag. Get a set piece from here. And be pretty pleasing for them. Although Higgins might have other ideas. If he can work across here, he does. It deflects off Ming. Timlin controls. Take his time for sending downfield. Mills has fed on scraps in this game. Danny Mills is probably one of his quieter games in a Dulwich shirt. Sure other people around me will share that sentiment as well. Deborah powers into a header. Second ball won't be won by Barnes, who caught Christou late. Both going for the ball, and Barnes has winded himself. He's all right, Barnes, Christou. Both players are going for that. Don't think Callum Walchester is going to offer a card to Aaron Barnes here. Barnes winded himself, certainly going for that. Getting encouragement from his boss though. Gavin Rose telling Barnes keep going. Again, no card shown. Charlie Granger trying to rile up the troops, get them talking to each other. 16 minutes plus added time now in this one, and then penalties await. Christou heading that backwards to Parcell to volley forwards. Former Enfield man has put that out of touch on this near side. Part of that Enfield side which came down to Dulwich in the end of the 2016-17 season, lost in the playoff semi-final. It was a good team that year under Bradley Quinton, now at Welling. Ibra Sakaja inspired Dulwich to win that night. Ball might bounce Aaron Barnes' way. Mills also, Moore trying to steal in as well. Advanced down the track anyway. Down the left-hand side, Dulwich. Throw by the home dugout now for Mbalo. I feel like a scrappy goal is going to be the one that wins it in this one. An own goal or something like that. Hales with some good strength. Swats Aaron Barnes away and it'll be a goal kick. Hugo with his pink and blue tinted glasses, felt that was a foul. I think wishful thinking. I say he's got to make enough noise for about 3,000 people, so he's doing his best. One-man rabble. Right, looks for Dixon, who heads on. Experienced striker Chris Dixon, been around a long time now. Top scorer, even though he's gone out to Dartford, he's still the top scorer of the season with 8 goals. Across the pitch from one fullback to another. Ramsey to Parcell, and Parcell wants it back from Christou. It's a lovely give and go. Perfectly weighted pass back onto Parcell. He's overrun the ball though. It's unfortunate. Carried the ball a long way, just no final product. We saw Dion Moore with that at the other end not too long ago with an overhit cross. This time Parcell, his touch was heavy. Hornchurch officials certainly making themselves heard. Tyreek Hyde is going to come on for Dulwich soon. Barnes high. Mills will try and knock this on. Out muscled by Nathan Cooper. Higgs. Dion Moore on the far side. He's going to have to do this all by himself. Ming takes over the ball now in the area. Sanchez Ming will shoot straight at Joe Wright on his left foot there. Ming thought he was maybe out of position, should have supported more on the far side, but no, he bade his time and waited for the ball inside, which caught Hornchurch out a little bit. Deborah's called into action at the other end to put out the fire of a potential attack. Hills blocking a ball forward by Christou. Is that change coming now for Dulwich? It is. Tyreek Hyde is going to come on. And it's Danny Mills who comes off. Said he's had one of his quieter games. Dulwich today. Mills has not had the service that he may have done in other games. Extra man midfield for Dulwich. Hyde will play behind the front two, you imagine, in front of Higgs and Timlin. Deborah volleying one out to Tyreek Hyde, former Colchester midfielder on loan at Dartford last season, and Malden and Tiptree, chipping one forward. Not the best pass in the world for the new man. Higgs on halfway, sliding in there was rough. Let's throw in. Hornchurch well up for it, tell that. And Barlow up towards Moore, who flicks that on, and Alassani tries to steal in behind. Cooper came across to block it off. Barnes, ball didn't go out of play, wants to carry on with the game. Aaron Barnes across to Jordan Higgs, on in turn for Sanchez Ming. Crosses a waste. Gavin Rose so frustrated in the dugout with that ball. Taylor, Ming. Taylor again to Jesse Deborah. Deep in the Dulwich defence, the middle man of that back three. Higgs. Alassani inside the Hornchurch half onto the left wing. Aaron Barnes waits, has a look up. Early cross towards Dion Moore. Volley clear. Higgs then heads it down. Oh, it's a wasteful header. Timlin, though, mops up the danger. Loose ball. Higgs was then fouled. That is free kick, central position. Long way out. Timmy may still fancy this, though. It's a moment, a scrappy moment, might be enough to win it. A moment of quality is what this game is crying out for. The rain returns. You can hear it on the Tommy Jover stand roof above our heads. 30 yards out, central position. Higgs, Timlin, have a look at this. Three-men wall. It's neither player going to have a shot, it looks like. Timlin just pokes it onto Higgs, to send it onto the left wing to Aaron Barnes. Going to go to that right foot, sends a low cross. Oh, it's another wasteful cross. Ming on one side didn't beat his man a couple of minutes ago. I thought Deborah headed the ball against Higgins. It should have gone Dulwich's way, that throw, as the assistant referee dropped his flag, but he didn't spot that little deflection off the former East Thurrock striker. Alassani tracking back and then loses out. Alassani again, though, winning the ball after losing it. Higgs. Oh, selling Taylor short almost. Was a hairy moment. Ming down the wing towards Hyde. Blocked off by Parcell. Into the last 10 minutes plus injury time. Is anyone going to blink? Or are we going for penalties? Taylor, that's a hit and hope ball. Easily controlled under no pressure at all, Louis Ramsey. His ball downfield is picked up by Mbalo. Barnes. Ming's on the crossfield ball if they can get it over to him. Higgs dropping very deep to receive possession here. Ball forward into Dion Moore. Timlin. Hornchurch putting men behind the ball. They're trying to stifle this Dulwich attack. Alassani. Barnes has got a bit of space for the moment on the left. Away from one. Away from two. Barnes will shoot. Good save. Hyde couldn't get the rebound. It was well defended. It'll be a corner. Hornchurch threw a body in the line. Good low save that from Joe Wright. Moment of quality from Aaron Barnes. It's actually a goal kick is awarded, not a corner. I thought a corner was the verdict there. Well defended. Mickey Parcell it was who threw himself in the way of a potential rebound. Also deflected off Tyreek Hyde last. Lovely football from Barnes. On international field today, this live stream got people listening from South America, over in South Korea as well, North America, all around the world. Dulwich fans in pink and blue. So big shout out if you're an international fan, then great to have you with us. Welcome one and all. If anyone's from Tuscany is listening, that's even better. Here's Charlie Ruff. Tim Lynn for Dulwich. Hyde in a bit of space on the right side. Game just opened up a little bit the last couple of minutes. Don't know if it's tired legs. Both sets of players want to win this for penalties, I'm sure. Ming into Higgs. Michael Timlin around the corner if he wants to pass his Alisson. Alisson's dropped very deep in the second half at times to get involved. Moving forward, then going to his right to Jordan Higgs. Now Timlin. Again, Hornchurch, 9 men behind the ball at the moment, trying to put out this Dulwich attack. Barnes. This time he doesn't have the better of Louis Ramsey, but he does have a corner this time. Dulwich already led once in this game. Can they do so again and hold on to the victory? It's going to be Higgs. Sure, both managers have one eye on penalties. Who might take them? Higgs goes back to Timlin, who can take a touch. Sending a very nice looking cross as well. Deborah was flying in at the back. Hyde controls in the area. Held up. Sends in a deep cross. Keeper's got a half a touch. Bit of a scramble in there, and Hornchurch have cleared. Joe Wright just about did enough in there. Wide on this left with Higgs again. More of the action this end of the field at the moment. Higgs with the cross, and that's straight at Joe Wright. Dulwich have needed penalties to knock out lower league opposition twice in the FA Cup this season. Ball into Sainsbury's from Sandro and Barlow. Ruff being quieter in the second half, but jinked away from his man, sends it across, it deflects off Deborah. Corner for Hornchurch. Ruff in this absolute deluge is going to go out and take the corner. Goal now probably will win it. The way this game has been so tight. Ruff delivers. Hyde gets his head on that. Well done, Tyreek Hyde. Out towards Higgs. Can't get hold of the ball. And here come Hornchurch. Second wave of the attack is on. Ming blocks across though from, I think it was Ollie Muldoon on that far side. Bit of a tame cross. Ming easily blocked. Last 4 minutes now plus injury time. Highway is the area. Higgs unopposed, headed the first one clear. It's come for Ruff though. Quick fee, it's gone through! It's squirmed under Granger, and Charlie Ruff has given Hornchurch a lead here. Too much on it for Granger's keep out. It just squirmed under him and dribbled over the goal line. Hornchurch, who knocked out Dulwich at this stage last year, are on track to do it again. Mentioned he was all over the game in the first half. Ruff, he won the penalty for the goal. Bit quieter since the break. That is a big blow for Dulwich late on. And it's an uncharacteristic moment for Granger as well. He's done so well in the sticks for Dulwich this season. That one squirmed horribly underneath him. And it was like watching something in slow motion. You know the ball was going in the back of the net. It was just taking a long time to do so. Well, I said a goal this stage would probably win it. Can Hornchurch hold on? Dulwich didn't in the first half to their lead. You have to go for it now. Higgs has put a ball behind Aaron Barnes. Rough's good goal scoring form goes on. It's the third goal in this year's competition. And his sixth in all comps. Going to be a lot of stoppage time. Hugo just said to me on my left. Agree with him. Had a big delay for the injury to Liam Nash in this second half. Barnes. Hornchurch have defended pretty well in this game when needed to, so needs to do it again for probably the next 7 minutes maybe. I think maybe 5 minutes added time. Being up to more. Turning his man, going down. Referee's given a free kick on the edge of the area. Cooper bringing more to the ground. Very close to that being a penalty, you know. Another yard, half a yard maybe. That would have been the second spot kick for Dulwich in this game. It's a good position to have a set piece though. Hornchurch sending everyone back bar one to deal with this. Rough, the supposed match winner, is staying forward. We're into the last minute of the 90. Timlin puts the ball down. Wonder if he's going to shoot here and hope for maybe a touch the way through. Lofted in, and Joe Wright gathers under pressure from, I think it was Quade Taylor there. Nice gather. Corey Henry's going to come on for Dulwich in a moment. The ball next goes out. Throwing cautious to the wind, got to make the attacking change. Can Dulwich force penalties? Oi! Barnes was fouled. Change coming up, it's Deborah who's going to sprint off here. One of the Hornchurch players has just deliberately booted the ball into the pitch. Yeah, Hornchurch kicked the ball onto the pitch. There's a second one, very naughty there. 5 minutes it is added on. Referee's going to book one of the player that kicked the ball on the pitch. Needless, really.
Charlie! Second ball on the pitch! Quay!
Referee still sorting out this incident.
Well done,
Mark Simpson feeling the wrath of Callum Worcester. 5 minutes added on, we've had a minute already without the ball actually being in play. Hornchurch dealt with that free kick except for Dixon trying to turn Ming, having none of it. Back with Quade Taylor. Alassani. Fancy maybe shooting from distance. Alassani will shoot. He's dragged it horribly wide. Oh, it's a corner. No. Took a nick on its way through. Took it off target. Granger not going forwards. Shame. Higgs is going to send it. He's absolutely tipping it down out there. Higgs towards near post. It's a waste, and Hornchurch will bring it clear. Ming will retrieve. There's a foul on Ellis Brown. As that ball got played forward by him, and that eats up some more seconds. Dulwich do have enough time, but chances have been a scarce commodity in this second half, or throughout the game really. Right, has absolutely shanked that out for a throw-in. As a miscue. Taylor across the Ming. Taylor now forward to Michael Timlin. Have they got one chance in them? Moore pulling it back. It's going to be another corner. Henry was positioned in the box for that cutback. I can barely see the penalty area. It's that heavy, the rain. Timlin going to swing this in. Dulwich packing that penalty area. Timlin can't beat the first man. He'll get another go though. It's a better ball in, second time around. Another Hornchurch head has knocked away for a corner on this side. Is it going to be too little too late? Corner taken quickly, deep one. Into a good area. Pinball going on. Tyreek Hyde is in there. Oh, and they didn't put their foot through the trigger. Didn't put their foot through the ball, sorry. Timlin has misplaced that. And here go Hornchurch. Offside flag goes up. It's put in by Ellis Brown, but the flag had already gone up. Yellow card's going to be shown, kicking the ball away there. Lovely finish. Free kick goes forwards. Nodded on. Can he prevent this? No, he can't prevent the throw there. Louis Ramsey deep in Hornchurch position, area of the field. Throws, comes into the area. Henry Barnes sends in the cross. Hornchurch again deal with it. It's come for Timlin, chesting it down. Ming on this left-hand side sends it in. Offside flag is up on the far side. Referee spots it late. 30 seconds to go. There may be another minute added on though because there was a long delay while the referee was talking to the Hornchurch bench. It's a big blow for Dulwich if they are to lose this. It looks like they will now. May still be another minute, I reckon. The wind has just caught that from right, and that's sailed away. That is the most blown ball I've ever seen at Champion Hill. Barnes throws infield, Timlin. Higgs. Just got to chip this into the box, it's going to carry. In it comes. Barnes arriving, nodded away. Timlin shoots, it's taken a deflection. It's a throw in. Another throw for Dulwich then. Right by the corner flag. One last chance to get the ball in the box. Timlin. Aaron Barnes. In it comes. There's a whole scramble. Alasani! Oh, it's gone wide. Deflected wide. Well defended. Shout of handball. What a piece of defending. I think it's Nathan Cooper. I can't tell who it is in there. That's unbelievable. Corner's gone short. Barnes sends in. And there is the full-time whistle. Hornchurch, as they did last year, have knocked Dulwich out of the FA Trophy at the last 64 stage. Charlie Ruff was the match winner with only 3.5 minutes to play. His shots trickled under Charlie Granger to win the game for the Urchins. Not a game littered with chances. Penalty in the first half converted by Sanchez Ming for Dulwich, and then one by Sam Higgins for Hornchurch. It is Hornchurch who will go into the last 32, just as they did this stage last year, the competition, knocking Dulwich out. So well played to them. Dulwich, their cup football is not over. They do travel to Dartford in the London Senior Cup in midweek, but the FA Trophy run comes to an end at this stage for the third consecutive year in a row. Thank you to everyone who has joined us on the live YouTube stream today. Make sure you've liked the video, you've subscribed to the channel, and also if you are feeling generous, please donate any of your pennies towards our Just Giving page. We'll be back for live commentary on Mixlr, the radio channel, on Tuesday night for that game against Dartford. The next game on the YouTube live stream will be Boxing Day in the league against Welling United. 3 o'clock kick-off. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hope you stay nice and dry. It's absolutely horrible weather here. The Hornchurch officials, you can hear, are very delighted with this victory this afternoon. Full time today as Dulwich crash out the FA Trophy is Dulwich